Beets, an undemanding hardy root crop with nutrition that's off the charts, both in its famous taproot and its leaves. Easy to plant and care for, northern growers like me consider it a staple. One of the few crops I direct seed. Just like carrots, beets are often sown heavy and thin later. But what exactly does that entail? When do you do it? And how much room do beets actually need? Hi, I'm Jeff from the Ripe Tomato Farms. Welcome to another episode of the Garden Quickie, the show where in 2 minutes or less, we cover all the relevant gardening topics. And today is all about beet spacing. I'm going to cover when to space, how to space, and the amount of space our beets need. As always, time's short, so let's dive in. Beets are a bit of a tricky crop where even if you space the seeds diligently and methodically, they're still going to need spacing. But why is that? It's because beet seeds are actually clusters of seeds. They're in a group called multigerms, and each cluster contains anywhere from 2 to 6, sometimes even 8 actual beet seeds. So no matter what you do and no matter how heavy or light you seed them, you're always going to be thinning later. Okay, so if beets are one of those crops that we thin to space, when do we actually do that? Well, to be truthful, it's not an exact science, and beets can be thinned as early as a week after sprouting. Most growers wait until they're about 4 to 5 inches tall with a couple of sets of true leaves. The advantage to this is you can thin the weakest plants, leaving behind the best ones. For sure, you can go ahead and thin early at the seedling stage, but you'd have no way of knowing which is going to be the best plants. To thin, simply grab at the stem and pull out the plants you don't want. Or, if the roots are intertwined and you don't want to disturb the soil, you can trim right down at the root collar. Easy stuff. As for how much space to give your beets, well, like all root crops, they hate competition. Beets, however, are a little more tolerant than, say, carrots or garlic. But I do try to give them about 3 to 4 inches in all directions, just to ensure a maximum harvest. And hey, know what else is going to ensure a maximum harvest? Quite likely the next episode of the Garden Quickie. Thanks for watching, guys. And hey, if Garden Quickies are your thing, be sure to click on this playlist here as we explore and solve more growing issues in 2 minutes or less.